First of all, let me introduce my crew that made the trip up here with us. We are excited. I want you guys to make some noise. Our producer, Chase. Chase, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Okay, Ron Clay, Web Dude Kaminsky, here we go.
Yo.
And our hype man. We got a hype man. Hype man Joey. He takes care of all of our hype. Anybody want to come through, start some trouble, we got it. He's a judo expert. Same crew that we had at the Bassmasters Classic in Birmingham. And man, I'm excited to be here. Thank you to Bass Pro Shop and Nitro for having us up. We are doing the show live from BASSfest, and we are sitting in a Z7 Nitro. Got the NWA World's Champion with us, and I'm not going to tell you who that is yet, but Chase, man, what's going on, buddy?
Dude, there's a lot going on out here. This is unbelievable that this is going down in our backyard. If you're not down here at BASSfest, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is killer. This is killer, man. They got a monster truck. Don't know why, but it's here. I feel like we should try to drive it before the day's out.
I love it. You've used that disservice for a long time. I like that word. I'm going to start using it.
Yeah. I learned that from a smart person.
I heard that. Let's go ahead and get our first guest on, man. It is a pleasure to have this cat on. He is from Canada. He is the voice of the Bassmaster Elite Series Tournament Trail. The champ, Mr. Dave Mercer. Dave, good morning, sir. Thank you for stopping by, brother.
Finally, the champ has come back to Dayton, Tennessee.
I love it, man.
Hey, you can call me the champ, but one thing I've learned already this week is I have pronounced the name of this lake 337 different ways, and yet to pronounce it right once.
All right. Let me school you, man. You know, it's wrestling, and then there's wrestling.
Okay.
It's Chickamauga.
Chickamauga.
Perfect.
I got it. I nailed it.
Perfect. Now, you seen that I had the NWA World's belt here, man. What's your thoughts on that? Are you taking it or what?
I'm taking it.
Okay.
But I'm not just going to take it. I'm going to take it.
Now, listen.
Just so you know.
Oh, so you're going to beat me. There's going to be a match later on this afternoon, correct?
I mean, we can do that if you want, but I don't think you're going to lock horns with me. I mean, I'm
going to step in.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to step in.
Whoa.
Step in here for everybody at home. Here's all I ask you to do. He did something yesterday, Pat, that we all needed. Tommy Sanders needed it, myself. I hate to barge in. What I'd like you to do, I'm going to challenge you to explain to Pat Rose, like you did yesterday, in 13 seconds, the format of this event right now. BASSfest, go.
Simple arithmetic. Basically, we started with a normal Elite Series event has 107 anglers. We've got 33 extra Bass Pro Shops, Bassmaster Open Pros that are fishing it. That's 140 anglers. That's how we started. Day 1 and 2, they all fished at Chickamauga. They went out there, and the top 50 were guaranteed to move through to Saturday. 90 of them went to Nickajack. 10 of them came back. 60 are here. 12 will move on and fish in Championship Sunday.
He did it, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Or something like that.
Hey, man, let's go ahead and talk about the top 10 on Chickamauga, brother. Jacob Wheeler, any thoughts on him?
He's a hammer.
He's a horse, man.
He's got a 7-pound lead. The thing that I'm seeing about him, and I talked to him quite a bit, he is not fishing one area. He told me he has at least 10 spots that he is working through. Just moments ago, we found out, he caught one fish this morning that he had to measure. Within the last 30 minutes, he caught another one. It's 6 pounds. So that's one of the right ones. So look out. Jacob Wheeler, if he can continue to do what he's doing, I mean, he's got a 7-pound lead. But the guys behind him, you look at, Kevin Van Dam and Greg Hackney, who literally is the hottest angler over the last 2 months. I mean, he's 1 point behind Mark Davis in our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year race, and he took a win last week on the FLW Tour. So,
man, I'm going to tell you what, right out of the gate, I am a Van Dam man all the way. Every tournament we do picks and all this, and my number one pick is Van Dam. Got to meet him for the first time yesterday and interview him, man. I'm very humbled for that. Is he still on fish? I know you do the war room thing and the bass cam gimmick. Is he still on the fish?
The bass cam gimmick that I do. I love
that.
This whole job of mine is basically a gimmick. But I'm going to tell you, the information I'm going to give you is coming from your next yes, basically. So rather than stepping on his toes, he just got off the water. He was right beside Kevin Van Dam. But I'm going to tell you right now, a lot is changing out there. A lot is changing out there, and he's left the area basically.
All right, let's have some fun. Any Chattanooga trips yet? Have you been to Chattanooga?
No.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I loved it. It was a great time. My favorite city.
Any barbecue?
Yeah, a lot of barbecue. I had barbecue back in some place at the side of the road, and it wasn't very good, honestly. I got to go to a good place.
Oh, all right. Let's do this, Mark.
Mark.
Mark. I'm sorry.
Mark is the guy with the flat
this.
brim.
Let's do this, Dave. He's been knocking you flat brim all morning.
It's fine.
Let's do this, man.
It's kind of got a curve on it. He's working it.
What time we gonna get the weigh-in started? When do the people need to be here? They need to be here now. They're missing out.
They need to be here all day long. There's so much to do here. As you guys already mentioned, the Toyota Monster Truck. There's seminars all over the place. Weigh-in is gonna be about 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's when the anglers get back here. The first group of anglers are gonna check in at 3:45. Probably weigh first fish about 4 o'clock. But you need to be here. If you're just coming for the weigh-in, you need to be here around 3 o'clock. Because Mark Zona and Tommy Sanders, they do Hooked Up. They're going to have a guest, and they'll be showing you a lot of footage from the water.
Got you, buddy. Let's talk Gerald Swindle. Just a second. What's going on with Gerald? Is he on fish? Have you heard anything?
Gerald Swindle is on fish, but Gerald Swindle is doing something very different than anybody. He's fishing close to the bank. I mean, he has moved. And that's how he's caught him this week. I mean, he told me he has no spectators following him. He's not catching an awful lot of fish, but he's fishing the way he likes to. And early today, the two guys that we're hearing are catching them is Matt Herron and Gerald Swindle. So it's very interesting, but I just can't believe that at some point in the next few hours, those offshore guys don't figure him out. I mean, Jacob Wheeler's got 1 6-pounder, and he spent an incredible amount of time graphing, and the one thing that really is hurting him right now is the spectator boats. I mean, I think it's really hurting a lot of the anglers, but I talked to James Overstreet, who's been with Jacob Wheeler all day, and he said the problem is not catching the fish. The problem is he spends a lot of time graphing. The first 2 days of this tournament, he's all by himself, and he's able to graph. He's got so many spectator boats around him, he's having a hard time graphing, and they're not trying to impede him, but basically they are.
Just not giving him enough room. Now, you said catching fish shallow, man. With the winter we've had, and we've talked about this for the past 4 weeks on the show, with the winter we've had, man, are they still bedding fish now?
Our Carhartt Big Bass, and actually the biggest bass we've weighed in all year was weighed in on day 2 by Hank Cherry. 10 pounds, 11 ounces off of a bed.
Full of eggs.
And listen to this. How is this for living right? He found that fish, had no idea it was there. Said it's very close to where he's been staying. And he said he went into that bay and he saw a bed and he rolled up and he thought it was about a 7-pounder. He'd never caught a fish in double digits in his life. His 5th pitch to the fish, it bites. It's 10 pounds, 11 ounces. And he did tell me that he left at that point. It was the end of the day, very end of the day. He said there were several more beds in that area. So It'll be interesting to see what happens with him. And how cool would it be if someone did win this shallow?
That's wild. When you and Zona, you guys travel, y'all meet at the venue.
We don't even talk to each other.
Do you not? Because
the most. He won't even look.
Because of the hat, right?
No, I mean it's just we don't
like each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like each other. That's the word I'm going for.
Do you guys ever get out on the water and get some fishing time in? I know Mark has to go out and do the bass cam thing.
All day yesterday, we were on that spot where Kevin Van Dam, Jeff Creed, and Russ Lane, and we had the time of our life. Not really. No. We did not do that. But at events, generally, we don't get a chance to fish at events. When we come here, it's all about the other guys fishing. But that is kind of cool in the way that I will tell you this. Before I worked for Bass, you'd go fishing, and I'm lucky to fish a couple hundred times a year, a couple hundred days a year back then. And I'll be honest, you don't want to take things for granted, but you kind of do.
Yeah.
You get off early and stuff, but now it kind of refocuses you because I'm fishing less days, but when I'm on the water, I'm on dark till dark.
Dave Mercer, thank you, brother, for coming by. I love you, man.
Love you too. You got a hype man? I'm basically Mark Zona's hype man. Get ready. The Z train is coming to you in just a few minutes. Woo!
Oh, that was awesome.
On point.
Good, man. Nice. Oh,
thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dude. I'll be in there in 1 second, bro.
See you shortly.
All righty.
Hey, hype man. The quietest hype man in the history of any hype.
Well done.
Thank you, buddy.
Taking tips.
Take care, dude. They need you in there in a little bit.
Okay. I'll see you as soon as I'm done.